President Trump is making his closing argument to voters. He did so in an op-ed for Fox News. He wrote, quote, "America faces a critical choice, whether to build on the extraordinary prosperity that Republican policies have delivered for our nation, or whether to allow Democrats to take control and take a giant wrecking ball to your economy and your future," end quote. Power panel is here. Bill Spadia, former Republican congressional candidate. Leslie Marshall, syndicated radio talk show host. Great to see you both. Bill, how did he do in the closing argument? Did he nail it?
I think he nailed it. It is true. You're talking about millions of new jobs. You're talking about manufacturing jobs. You've got this peace in North Korea that the Democrats said you could never get to that point where you'd have it stable. But jobs, jobs, jobs. It's about the economy. You've got a tax cut for the middle and working class. The president has a great record to run on right now, and he's doing it. He's embracing it.
Wow. I've not heard anybody say peace in North Korea. I think we're still negotiating that.
But they were talking about war. They said we were literally weeks from war, and the president came in and
You're talking about a backing
everything
away.
down. He calmed it all down. Absolutely.
Leslie?
Nah. I mean, it was a good speech to his base, a good speech to get Republicans to get out there. Hey, look,
isn't that the goal?
It is absolutely. It is a strong economy. The problem is, the reality is that Democrats aren't going to come in and have policies that are going to offset and upset a $20 trillion economy. First of all, we have to look at the global economy. We have to look at the willingness of businesses.
So what is the Democrat argument on the economy?
Well, you know what? The Democrats, I think, right now, because we see polls, if we can believe them, showing left and right, Republicans and Democrats, they really don't want to lose Medicare. They don't want to lose Social Security. That's not just seniors, and it's certainly not just Democrats. So I think what they want to do is keep certain programs in place, but there are more social issues than fiscal issues that Democrats want to put forth.
So what's interesting is we heard the president in recent days, Bill, talk about health care. Whereas, you know, just a few weeks ago, Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell said, we're not talking about health care. And then he said we were. What's happening?
I think the president was smart about this. He talked about the lowering the cost of prescription drugs. And you've had a lot of obstructionists in Congress, namely Democrats, who have said, nope, we're not going to do this. Bob Menendez.
Did you hear Congressman Hakeem Jeffries on this very set just a few minutes ago? He credited Trump. He said we could work with him on the House side with that.
I think the Democrats have to be careful that if they have a slim majority, they've got to shelve this idea of the resistance, and they've got to work with Trump. The people want results. They want something done about health care. They want something done about the economy. And the president has had 2 years of results, and results speak louder than rhetoric.
Leslie?
I would agree with you that they have to get something done. Otherwise, every 2 years, it's just going to be vote them out, throw them out, whether it's red, whether it's blue, majority in the House or the Senate, for that matter. I think it's going to be a larger majority and a margin than you think, though. But I think that Congressman Jeffries is right, because on health care, this is another issue where you see both left and right. People want to be able to have coverage and to have, if they have pre-existing conditions, they want costs to be lower, not only for the premiums, but for drugs.
Republicans rolled out their plans just last week, which kept pre-existing conditions. And so you see all these ads going on across the country. Well, they're not doing this and they're doing this. It's finally the election.
Right.
Let's talk about the electricity that's in the air on both sides of the aisle.
There's an energy for sure. And I think part of it is how close some of these elections are.
What are you particularly watching tonight, Bill?
It's really, to me, it's all about the Senate, because I think, again, the Democrats, even if they win the House, are going to have a slim enough majority that they're going to be forced to work with the president.
So it's not a mandate in your eyes?
No, not at all. I mean, look, you don't have the same energy on the part of the Democrats that the Republicans had coming into 2010. 2010, it was all about health care, and they said, look, it's about Obamacare. It's about the administration forcing this on the American people. This year, it's a lot about playing to people's worst fears, and I don't think it's working by and large.
All right, quickly, Leslie.
Okay, California's 49th. I think even Darrell Issa said today, look, my seat, Republican seat, is going to go in a very red area, normally, showing the changing demographics of that district in California, that Mike Levin, I believe, will win. And I think Beto O'Rourke is going to take Texas. Look at those crowds.
He's running like double digits behind Ted Cruz. Thank you both. We'll be right back.